I want to show you in today's video my personal experience of utilizing the website and shop destination while running Facebook ads and the increase in revenue this has had on an account like this fashion brand that I'm about to share in this video. And if you're new to the channel, you don't yet know who I am. My name is Justin, and now the founder at paidadvertising.com, an online marketing growth firm that has spent over $12 million on paid advertising spent in the last 3 years alone. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Now, this fashion brand of ours has been with us for quite some time. We've been together for about 2 years. I would like to say for the better part of these 2 years, we did not have a meta shop up and running. This was a feature we got somewhere in the middle of 2022, but I want to show you the month of November 2022 versus the month of November 2023. So you can see that when we had launched this meta shop, right, it wasn't getting that much conversion. So you can see that by my last two columns right here. You'll see website purchase conversion value and meta purchase conversion value, which means, in other words, is the website purchase conversion value is how many people purchased straight from the website, whereas the meta purchase conversion value is how many people bought on Meta platform itself. It's, for some reason, I don't see that many people talking about that on YouTube, whereas everybody's focused to speaking on like TikTok shop being the new thing. Well, Meta's been doing it for like a year and a half, almost 2 years now at this point, and it's working pretty good. So these guys back then, I'm going to show you in a second what it looks like from an ads manager standpoint. Like, how do you set up a campaign of that sort? But when you set up a campaign, you can pick website and shop, which means Facebook decides who it is going to direct either to your website or who it's going to show your meta shop. So in that case, it just seemed like there was much more conversions at the start from the website itself. You can see the split right here, right? Both from website versus meta. It was way over indexed on meta itself. And a little side note, I don't know if you've ever experienced that as an advertiser, but anytime I've had an account where Meta gives you an ad credit to spend, somehow, for some reason, that campaign always outperforms the other campaigns on that account. It just seems like they're putting more favor, or I don't know why, but they're essentially making this kind of ad credit go much further than your own money. So I think they're trying to hook you into the platform. But anyways, it's a topic for another video. If I now show you as an example, so I'm just gonna go last month right here and show you at the bottom. So $21,000 spent, $45,000 in total revenue. And that's actually not true. There's a lot more than that. It's about, Ross is 2.8 according to Triple Wall. So I'm just telling you that now that we have Triple Wall, we could see a lot more revenue. So anyways, the ads manager stats are a little like iffy this year. But the one thing that I can't fully show you on Triple Wall is the split between website conversion value and the meta purchase conversion value. Because if I went on Triple Wall, all I can really see is this. So if you see the live orders coming through, if you see the Facebook icon, this means they're attributed to a Facebook ad, which means in this case, this is some website purchase conversion value from somebody who saw your Facebook ad. If you see the little meta icon right here, it's a meta shop purchase. So came straight from Facebook, which the only way it happened with that client, since they're not really big organically, it has to come from ads. So if I go back right here now, you can see how close the split is nowadays. So it's 25K, let's say in this case, and once again, it's about, I wouldn't say 2x more revenue, but there's a solid chunk of revenue missing here in attribution. But it's 25K on the website, 19K in meta purchase conversion value. Did they really get an increase in purchase conversion value? They actually did this year. They did better than they did last year, but we're simply seeing that there seems to be a lot more split now of the ads being shown to people to direct them to the meta shop. So it seems like Facebook is putting the meta shop in favor of other channels, like sending them straight to your website, which makes sense, right? We've seen that as an example, having ran ads now for a bunch of lead gen companies. Anytime you run ads to an instant form on Facebook, you'll get a much lower cost per lead and CPM than if you run ads to an external form, because you keep the engagement on Facebook. Facebook loves it because they then can show more ads to people. They control more of the experience. So you get favored with lower CPM. And you can see it right here. Look at those campaigns essentially in terms of, well, of course we have ad spend right here, which you can look by ad spend, but look at the campaigns that actually had a lot of meta purchase conversion value, especially this one, which this one actually we're indexing a lot of that value on meta purchasers. Look at that. First and foremost, it's a catalog campaign. We're seeing the catalog campaigns sending straight to the meta shop seems to outperform just regular catalog campaigns sending to your website. Second of all, look at the CPM. Look at how much cheaper that is versus all the other campaigns. Look at that, right? We've got $23, $17, $19, $54, $32, $39, $19. And if we look in terms of highest spending campaigns, right? The second campaign that spent the most is $19 CPM. It's still quite the increase, right? Quite the increase, honestly, for like if we factor that in, it's still a 35% increase in CPM, which in other words means you get 35% less impressions. You lose a third of your impressions because of the CPM being like that much higher on this other campaign. So you're getting favored with a lot more eyeballs. People are converting more through the Meta store itself. Conversion rates are usually much higher, actually, from what we've noticed also on the Meta shop itself. So if you're unfamiliar with the Meta shop in itself, basically it's quite similar to the way Shopify or any kind of other payment processor would work. So the Meta shop is actually not new in itself. Pretty much every country for a couple of years now have been able to have like the Instagram shop or the shop on Facebook, where if people click on it, they'll see like your entire product catalog, which is automatically synced with Shopify. If they click on a product icon, then they would typically get directed to your website to check out. Whereas now, a couple stores, essentially what they now have enabled as a feature is people can check out on Facebook. So they don't, yes, the catalog is actually synced with Shopify, but people don't even end up going to your website. They check out straight on Meta. So inventory, pricing, discounts, offers, everything is synced in real time from your Shopify to Meta. And the fees, if you ask, because there are fees, it's very typical of any other platform. Like if somebody pays straight through a credit card using what's called like Meta Pay, which is basically paying straight on Meta, you essentially have a 2.9% fee. It's pretty much the same as Stripe, as an example, right? If somebody uses PayPal checkout, then you'll get billed 3.5%. And you can also enable Shop Pay straight from the Meta shop, which is 2.9%, right? So you pay directly by Shopify. And they even put a disclaimer right here, right? Whereas like Meta is going to charge a processing fee for sales, but it does not apply to Shopify merchants, which if your shop is powered by Shopify, you'll have the same transaction fees as you would on Shopify. So it's more like if you're on any other platform, essentially like WooCommerce, Magento, etc., there'll be an additional processing fee on your Meta shop, which might not be the best, but since I believe a big portion of the audience is on Shopify, that shouldn't be a problem. Now, the question you might ask is, how do I actually turn on the Meta shop? So first and foremost, you'd want to go to all tools, essentially on your business manager. You'd want to scroll down and go to Commerce Manager. And when you're in Commerce Manager, at the top, you'll have Commerce Account, and then you'll have Catalog, two different things. Commerce Account is what you'll want to make sure to set up to have your shop. So the Meta shop started essentially available in the US. They rolled it out to a couple different countries now, but it's again, very case-by-case basis. It's not all of our accounts that still have access to it. Even now, like a year and a half after this account, as an example, got access to it, some of our other accounts still don't. Also, the way for you to set up that as a campaign, you go to create, you'd have to pick a sales campaign, you'd go continue. In this case, I'm going to pick an Advantage Plus. I'm going to click continue once again. And then from here, in the direction, you'll see it conversion location, you'll see website only or website and shop. And when you pick website and shop, you'll then have to pick your commerce account right here to sync to these ads. Now, it's important to note, you don't yet have the ability to send people only to shop, right? It's always website and shop or website only, which I'm showing you here a case study of a client that for some reason has about half of their sales coming from the Meta shop now. I've tried the Meta shop, which about, I would say 5 to 10 accounts now that I've tried it on. And out of every account, this one has the biggest split attributed to the Meta shop. A bunch of other accounts I've seen, for some reason, it's about still the same way I showed you last year, like 5, 10%, 15% maybe of sales attributed to the Meta shop, but it's over indexed a lot on the website. The best way I've seen, or the best case to use website and shop so far, in my opinion, has actually been to leverage catalog campaigns straight to website and shop. It has been the lowest CPM and the best results we've gotten. So if you want to test the Meta shop because you now have it on your ad account, test it with a catalog campaign that would send to both website and shop. And now if you're watching this video, you want to work with a paid ads partner for either your e-commerce or local business, then click the link down below, book in a call to speak with our team at paidadvertising.com. We're Meta, Google, and TikTok badge partners. We'll be happy to help you grow your business. And on that note, check out the channel for some more useful marketing tips, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace.